folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Wednesday, November 10th. Going to be raining maybe a little bit later on today. So if you've got things you need to get done out in the field or out in the driveway, who knows where. If you got things to do outside, you might want to get them all done. Kevin is here. Kevin Bowen, he is the head coach of the Cisne Runnin Lions high school boys basketball team. We're going to talk to Kevin all about the Runnin Lions. Oh, not only is he the head coach, he's also the principal, and he picks up the bottles around the place and sweeps out a little bit afterward from time to time. You find the lost basketballs all over the court.
Oh yeah, you find jobs that you have to do. You didn't realize you were going to do.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We're going to talk with Kevin here in just a little bit. First off, though, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on here in today's area. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey today here on Wednesday, November 10th. Do appreciate you tuning in wherever and or however you are over on channel. On channel 99 or channel 98 or channel 100, depending on however you're doing. I do have only one item. I looked and looked and looked. I can only find one item for this Wednesday, November 10th, and that is up in Newton at the Newton Jasper County Health Department. It is the Children First class. It's a class for divorcing parents of minor children. It's required by Illinois law, and it's they're going to be held tonight from 3 o'clock till 7 o'clock. If you're supposed to go that, I suppose somebody has told you you're supposed to go, but maybe I can just give you a reminder here. That's the 106 East Edward Street there in Newton. Cost is $75. Classes are limited to just 5 spots. And if you do need more information, give them a call, 783-4154. And I got to tell you, Kevin, I have read this notice for years. About every month, they have this particular Children First class, and it's great. It's a necessary thing in kids' lives. The first time they have added to it, please do not bring children to class. I would have thought that was kind of a given.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just have to say
Sometimes you just have to tell people, okay. So they must have had some folks bring some kids, I guess. All right, well, that's fine. That's just fine. So you've got that going on tonight. What else is today on this November 10th? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 246th birthday of the United States Marine Corps. This commemorates the establishment of the Continental Marines. The U.S. Marine Corps, a branch of the U.S. Armed Forces, is responsible for providing power protection from the sea. They use the mobility of the U.S. Navy to deliver combined arms task forces rapidly. The Continental Congress first established the Continental Marines on November 10th, 1775, leading up to the American Revolution. Actually, the Revolution was going on. 2 battalions of Marines fought for independence both on land and at sea, and this was a way to augment the naval forces. The recruiting headquarters was in the Tun Tavern on Water Street in Philadelphia, which is considered the birthplace of the Marines. Have you ever been to the Tun Tavern in Philadelphia?
I have not.
I've been to Philadelphia, and had I known that this was there, I probably would have gone, because that's pretty cool, finding that kind of stuff in when you go visiting around. So Congress, Continental Congress got these folks started back in 1795. And by the way, in July of 1798, Congress ordered the creation of the Corps. After the end of the Revolutionary War, they decided to bring them back. So that is kind of what happened. The U.S. Marine Corps birthday history in 1921, General John Archer Lejeune, 13th Commandant of the Marines, initiated the tradition of publishing a reminder of the honorable service to all Marine commands on the anniversary of the Corps' birth. So, and by the time 1925 rolled around, at the historic Benjamin Franklin Hotel, they hosted the first formal Marine Ball honoring the 150th birthday of the Marine Corps. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know more than you ever thought you would. Actually, some of you folks probably knew that. Heck, some of the folks watching this may have attended a Marine Corps ball. So there you go. What else is today? This is National Forget-Me-Not Day on November 10th. Reminds Americans of the sacrifices returning soldiers have made of body, blood, and limb, created in 1921. This day reminds Americans that National Forget-Me-Not Day originally raised funds for services for returning injured soldiers. Of course, tomorrow, everyone knows, tomorrow will be Veterans Day. We're going to be closed here. So I'm presuming it's you guys taking Veterans Day?
Yeah, we're off.
I thought you were. I wasn't sure. I didn't know how that affected with Cisne for the hunting day. Do you guys still take the first day of the shotgun season off?
We used to, but this year we kind of rearranged the schedule because of Veterans Day and put the parent-teacher conference day. Usually we get that off in October.
Yeah.
We're using that for this Friday, so we've kind of maneuvered the schedule around. So we are actually in session on the 19th, which is the first time. I don't know. I've been there 18, 19 years. I don't know if we've ever done that, but kids can take a prearranged absence.
Okay, I was gonna say you're gonna have an empty.
Several kids out.
You're gonna have an empty school on that day potentially. But this is this is a National Forget-Me-Not Day, and it's in support of our veterans and disabled veterans. So some things that you might be able to do: volunteer, donate, wear a forget-me-not. You can also learn more about the history of World War I, reconnect with a military veteran, or hire a disabled veteran. And there you go. That'd be a wonderful thing to go. The Judge Robert S. Mars called on the nation to establish a day reminding the country of the veterans' sacrifices all the way back in 1921. He was actually injured on He was injured on this date in 1918, a day before the armistice. How about that? I didn't realize that. So keep that in mind, folks. What are some of the other things today? Well, one other thing celebrated today. It is National Vanilla Cupcake Day. These small cakes get their day today. Indulge in one, or for that matter, indulge in several if you like. Cupcakes can be traced all the way back to 1796 when a recipe notation for a cake to be baked in small cups was written in American Cookery by Amelia Simmons. The earliest known documentation of the term cupcake was in 1828. See, now you are learning. You're a teacher. You're supposed to know all these things. You're learning. You're learning a ton today, aren't you?
Well, this is educational.
I'm here to help. I really
appreciate
am.
it, Bruce.
I'm glad to help you any way I can, Kevin. You know that. The cupcakes. There are a few other cupcake days like chocolate cupcake, but this is the one set for vanilla cupcakes. Maybe how to observe it: to decorate some cupcakes for folks to share, invite family and friends to enjoy them, take them to work. Have a cupcake bake-off. You can do all kinds of different things to take care of the cupcake itch today. What else is going on, folks? What's on television? What do you want to see on TV? Basketball season started on Tuesday night. College basketball is underway. And we've got a few games set up here for Wednesday night as well. Fairleigh Dickinson takes on Seton Hall. That's on Fox Sports 1, Channel 610 at 6 p.m. That'll be a doubleheader, followed up by Coppin State at DePaul. On the Big Ten Network, they got the Buffalo Bulls taking on the Michigan Wolverines. That's at 5:30. It'll be followed by the Youngstown State. Now, you know what the Youngstown State mascot is, don't you?
You know what? I'm stumped on that. It's not.
They are the Penguins.
I didn't know that.
See, you'll never forget it again.
Yeah, you're right.
It's the Penguins. The Youngstown State Penguins will be traveling to Penn State. Also, the Penn Quakers will be at Florida State on ACC Network. ACC Network, Channel 159. NCAA football tonight, the Buffalo Bulls, at Miami of Ohio. The Red Hawks, this is in action, and that'll be on Channel 642 at 6. Ohio is at Eastern Michigan at 7 on ESPN2, and Akron is at Western Michigan on CBS Sports Network on Channel 628. Hockey, the Blues in action tonight at Winnipeg. That's on Valley Sports Midwest Channel 630. And Pittsburgh is at Chicago. That'll be on NBC Sports Chicago. Also NBA doubleheader, the Detroit Pistons at Houston Rockets on ESPN Channel 601. And finally, the Miami Heat take on the LA Lakers. That'll be on ESPN as well, Channel 601. Right there, it's Kevin Bowen. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this word. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experience that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Kevin Bowen is our guest today, and he is the high school basketball coach down at Cisne High School. You're kind of a unique individual. You coached kids for a long time, got out of it, and started doing it again, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah.
What was the why did you get out or quit doing it? And then I guess I can understand deciding to get back, and the need was there, but I mean that's kind of a big step, jumping back into that pool.
Yeah, it was, and the reason originally that I got out of it, I had an opportunity to to get the principal position.
Yeah.
And at that time, the board would rather me not coach. So it's kind of, which very understandable. Walking into a new position.
You want to make sure that you had your feet
absolutely
underneath you, your sea legs.
So that was kind of, and at that time, I didn't really want to give up coaching, but that was an opportunity for me and my family, and I feel like I couldn't pass up. So, then I was fortunate when Adam decided he was done, and we had no teaching positions open at the time. So, and I wanted to get back in. I was missing it. As crazy as it sounds, I like to compete.
Yeah.
And I thought the principal aspect of it, I kind of
had a handle on it.
Right. I knew what I had. So, the basketball end of it, I was anxious to get back to work with. I got to coach some of those kids that I started at first year back with Hosick and Ferris and Atwood, and so it was a good group to get back into it with.
The break was about 5 or 6 years, right?
Yeah, it was 5 years.
Kids, they really. I mean, you had coached those before for 5 or 6 years, right? Then took 5 or 6 years off, 5 years off, and then came back, and now you're in your second stint. You're 8 or 9 years back at it, aren't you? Or how many?
This will be my 5th year, I believe.
5th year back.
Yes, this is my 5th year back. I was out 5, and I was 8 before.
Okay, 8 before. All right, I got you. All right. The reason I asked that, I'm just wanting to confirm, and I think you would know this better than anybody. Kids haven't changed, have they? I mean, whenever the kids, even though they have more of these things in front of them, but when it comes to athletics, the attitude of a kid in 2003 is basically the same thing as the attitude of a kid in 2021. Am I right about that?
I think essentially it is. What I think is probably the difference is parenting has kind of changed a little bit, and I think that has the biggest difference with our kids of 03 versus 21.
Really? How do you mean? Are the parents?
I just think
paying closer attention,
expectations, and I think the busy schedules that we have, may not push a kid to stick with athletics as long because there's other things that they can get involved in, and I think that's good or bad. I think that is I think a little dip in the numbers that we were talking about earlier. I think that has a little bit to do with it because of all the other options and difference.
I hadn't really thought about all the other options that the kids have in 2021 than they might have had in 2003. I can more. When I think about the relationships between parents, and I know how my parents were 40 years ago. Mm-hmm. Of course, I was a 4th and 5th child. Me and my twin brother, we were 4th and 5th. By that time, it was parents, take the kid, we'll see him, you tell us when to pick him up. And if we're there, that's cool. If we're not, then just let them walk home. That's okay. It's a little bit different from that now.
It is different than that now, and I think you mentioned technology.
Yeah.
I think, technology is wonderful, but I think that's also probably pulled kids away from athletics because of, they get involved in gaming.
Yeah.
And, I think that's, if that's not something that parents are watching and paying attention to, that their interests are drawn there, and it's kind of a nice. The parents are like, I don't have to go to a ball game. We can stay here tonight.
Yeah. You are and having coached for off and on for 18 years, I guess now. And I'm doing the math in my head, 18 years. You're one of your mentors no longer coaches anymore. He just got out. Mm-hmm. Tell me about Coach Creel.
Yeah, he's still coaching at Renton Lake.
Oh, he is? Okay, got out of high school.
Yeah, he's out of high school, retired, and he's at Renton Lake College with Brian Gamber, who's the head coach there. Of course,
Coach
Brian
Gamber
played
from Woodlawn.
Yep, Coach Gamber played for Coach Creel at Mount Vernon. I haven't talked to Coach this year. I think I saw him maybe once during the basketball camp this past summer, but I presume he's doing okay.
Well, the reason I ask is because that leads into a lot of the way your style of play you like to coach is hardcore man-to-man defense for the most part, right?
Yeah, that was what I grew up on,
yeah.
And a lot of the things that he taught us. He was my JV coach for 2 years and I guess 2 or 3 years, and then the varsity coach was Lee Emery. So those guys were crucial and developing the philosophy that I have today. And,
Yeah.
and what I've seen with Coach Creel is a lot of people hang the years when he had a lot of talent, he was going up and down and scoring a lot. But then when they didn't have as much talent, then he was using what he could do. He had some guards that could pull the ball out, and they could
He gets
deliberate.
He gets hung with the four corners, the delay game.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily the only style that he played, but it frustrated people, and it got a lot of attention when he scores 20-24.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you want to win, you have to, this is the cards that you've been dealt.
Yeah.
So how are you going to play that hand?
What do you? Let me ask you about that since we we're talking about the delay. Do you see, and especially it's especially problematic at a school like Cisne where you don't have. You're depending on volunteer help a lot of places, and you don't have a lot of room for extra amenities like a score, like a clock, like a possession shot clock.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that schools will be able to keep the small? It's been the small schools keeping that out to my eye.
Yeah.
Do you think that'll basically keep that out, or will the NFHS get that in?
I think eventually it's coming. As far as whether I was on the principal town halls meeting today with the IHSA, and those three questions are what they finished with.
Oh, really?
Dealing with the shot clock and implementation, and is it something we want to set a timeline on? Do you want to, say okay within 5 years, or is the next 2 or 3 years? Are we looking at that? I don't think it'll be next year. I think it'll be a little bit more time. I could be wrong. They're going to discuss that this spring.
How will that be implemented?
You're going to have to. You're going to have a shot clock, and you're right about finding people to.
Yeah.
That's my concern. It's not, as a coach of, a small school, you have talent sometimes.
Yeah,
you may not have as much talent sometimes.
It varies.
So dictating the pace of game is very important. Shot clock is going to change that, obviously, but most possessions, even when you're trying to be delivered, they really don't go past 35 seconds.
If they go 30 or 35 seconds, you're typically getting a shot.
Right. Or you turn it over.
Yeah. Especially if you don't have talent, you're giving it to the other team.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that's fascinating. So you think if it does come, you think there's what kind of time frame are we talking about?
I think, honestly, within 3 years.
No. Not what kind of time frame.
Oh, you mean as far as 30,
how
35
many seconds?
I don't know. I think 35.
There's I can see an implementation. I remember when it was brought in. Now we're deep in the weeds here, folks, and I'm sorry about that. But well before you were born, when it was brought in, when Dean Smith caused it to happen. By beating Duke one year 47-17, it was 7-7 at halftime, and this was not. This was 1978 or 9. This was
I was 3 by that time.
Yeah, well, okay. Barely born. Thanks. I saw the game. Yeah. But they brought it in. The shot clock came in at 45. And then it has slowly worked its way down to 35 and now 30. And I guess that's my question about, will it start at 45?
I don't know what it'll start. I think 35, to me, 35 seconds is probably a pretty good number if they're going to start. I think anything less than that, I'm not a fan of. I think it won't be effective. I don't think it'll be good for the game. I think you're going to, for me, I think you're going to rush a lot of shots. You're going to take some bad shots. We take bad shots anyway.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to see, I think it will until you get the flow of it, because there's a different strategy you have to. It's almost like a last second shot. If you're controlling tempo, then it's going to be a last second shot type situation.
It's going to be a chuck one, and then
it just may be bad.
More times than you like. I tell you, it's fascinating. We're talking about the future, and we're going to talk about the future more closely this season here, upcoming at Cisne. After these words, you're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Kevin Bowen is here, and we'll be back right after this. Stick around.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Kevin Bowen is here. We are talking about a variety of subjects. The Cisne Runnin Lions is the main topic of conversation. Well, eventually. Yes. We haven't talked about your school yet, have we?
That's okay. That's all right. Sometimes it's better to stay.
just now that I'm realizing 30 minutes into the show. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your about the Cisne Runnin Lions. How did it go last year with COVID? Everything went swimmingly, didn't it?
Yes, it did. We got to play, and I think that was the our focus and goal was we went from not knowing if we were going to have a season to having a season, not having a season, back and forth.
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that we got to play, we got to have some fans in the gym towards the end, and the senior kids, their parents got to watch them, their family members got to watch them.
That must have been.
We weren't greedy. I guess.
No, that's right.
I guess that's
that must have been terrifically difficult especially at a school like Cisne, where the gymnasium, the bleachers are so close. It's like you're a member of the family. Yes. If you're there, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I've had people coming up to me asking me, ever since last year. And hey, we're going to be able to get in the gym this year. We're going to be able to get in the gym.
Yeah.
That's for our community. It's
huge.
Tuesday and Friday nights.
Yeah.
That's what they like to do. We've had some middle school games already, girls and boys, and there's people in the stands, and it's for me, it's good to see as the principal. You see the community; they really care about their kids.
Yeah,
and it's not just parents in the gym.
And the other thing last year, the sense of not knowing just had to be very difficult, especially for your seniors. Who'd you lose last year? For who played their final seasons?
We lost Connor Brack and Jace Hatcher.
Yeah.
Two seniors that on and off started since they were freshmen.
Yeah.
And that was tough for them. It was tough for me coaching them, knowing that I could offer them 14 games. and that's what we played last year. And it was very difficult. But
whereas they would have been more likely used to a 31-game season,
Right.
30, 31,
Right.
and then postseason.
Yeah, and in the postseason part, you get to a certain part, and I saw us kind of dip off a little bit. We were in the running for the conference title, and we got beat. And after that, I felt like it just kind of deflated because the kids are, we want to play to compete.
Yeah.
But there's no conference title now. We know there's not a regional, so we're just playing to play basketball.
We're playing
right
out
now.
the string, and I mean, if you've ever paid any attention to sports, nobody likes to play out the
Right.
string.
Yeah.
Unless they're a pro football player or somebody getting paid.
Absolutely, but I don't think these guys are getting paid. I don't think.
Did Connor go play any did he go to college? Did either boys go to college?
Both going to college.
Okay.
Not playing sports, but
Yeah.
Jace is at Wabash and Connor's going to Frontier, and with plans to go somewhere else.
Well, good. I tell you what, they're going to be both pretty good on their intramural teams whenever they get to that.
Good kids to coach.
New kid, that's right. Good kids to coach. So you lose those, you gotta start reloading, and a lot of folks might worry. Last year you didn't have junior varsity squad. You've got you might, hopefully. Do you have how are your numbers this year?
We got 14 out right now.
That's
so
good.
We're happy with that, and
Well, you take more though.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. We're confident we'll have a JV season.
Hey, if some kind of 6'9" kid comes transferring into town, that'd be okay.
That'd be okay, as long as it's legal.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Sorry.
But no, that would be nice.
That'd be all right.
But we've got a great group. They're fun kids to be around. They work hard, and I'm looking forward to this year.
Well, that's the fun thing. Whenever you've got, tell me who your seniors are on this year's squad, because I mean you've had a chance to watch some of these boys play off and on for just 4 years, and you see them grow, don't you?
Yeah. We have 4 seniors this year, and Gavin Feathering's probably our leading returning. He is our leading returning senior. He's been a all conference player for a couple years, and he comes back playing kind of several different positions. He can do several things on the floor. Dawson Harris and Terrence Martinez.
Hold on. I'm not going to let you leave yet.
Okay.
Not going to let you leave Gavin.
Okay.
I didn't realize he was all conference a couple of years.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Does that give you a sense of security, having a returning conference all conference kid?
Yeah, it's a good thing because he's been there before. He should be pretty pretty experienced in most of the tough situations where he started since he was a freshman also.
Yeah.
So he's had 4 years of this, so it's not brand new to him, and he's someone hopefully we're going to lean on for big production.
Yeah. Who else is a senior?
Dawson Harris
Okay.
and Terrence Martinez. Both of them played spot minutes last year.
Yeah.
And so they're experienced. And then Aiden Nettleton's our 4th senior.
That's one of the things. And Nettleton, you say, came back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, didn't play last year's back this year.
That's one of the things you even though you lost those 2 seniors, 2 starters, Connor Brack and Hatcher. You've got some pretty good. You've got 3 starters coming back to a decent team, don't you?
We got guys coming back and that have played varsity basketball and you had a sophomore who was as a freshman honorable mention all conference, and Ann Natwood, so he'll be back as a sophomore, taking a load of the scoring. So you throw in some freshmen that we have coming in, I think we're gonna surprise some people.
You hate that you didn't have a junior varsity last year.
Yeah.
But there is a silver lining to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
In that your kids are coming back. The kids who were there last year are a lot more experienced than your typical sophomore or junior is going to be, right?
Yeah, that's it's you got to find the positive in those things. And we didn't have JV, so the positive is we got some guys experienced that probably may not have got experience had we had JV.
I tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll talk about the rest of the roster and the rest of the Cisne Runnin Lions. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Kevin Bowen is here. Back right after this. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. As Kevin Bowen is here, and we've been talking, we have been and continue to talk about the Cisne Runnin Lions. We just finished talking about your crew of seniors, and then you get a little bit more youthful, don't you? Tell me about the Runnin Lions the rest of the way.
We do. We've got a couple of sophomores and Ty Mix is one of those. Annan Atwood, we kind of talked about him a little in the last segment. Experiencing, Annan's put in a good freshman year.
Andon has a basketball goal in his garage.
He does.
A nice one that I've seen it. It's nice, and you can tell that he likes playing with it.
Yeah, he's back for another year, so that's good. And
okay, my main question then: have you saw him? He played some for you last year as a freshman, and like you said, was honorable mention. You were able to watch Hatcher, for instance, grow from like 5'1" to he graduated at 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". Never got huge,
right?
But Andon, has he gotten any taller
He's
yet?
about 6'1", I think.
Has he? I was going to say, I thought because last year he was not that big.
No, he's maturing. His body's starting to mature a little bit, filling out a little bit. So, I'm excited to see what happens this year with him just relaxing and playing.
I bet.
It's like I said, I think it's going to be fun to watch. I really do. And we got some younger guys. We got 6 freshmen that are coming in. And that's for us. That's a huge class.
Did they get to play? I'm trying to recall if they got to. They never got to play regionals last year.
No, they played regionals.
They played the regionals.
There was no state in the junior high.
Okay, it was just kind of the same way in baseball last year. They had
last year they were able to play in baseball. Went to state and actually won state.
Well, in 20 or in. See, now I'm confused.
In fall of 20, these guys were 8th graders.
Right.
And they were able to have a state baseball.
Okay, I didn't realize they could. I thought they got
were not
stopped.
going to have it, and then they decided to have it. And so
Okay, I thought they got stopped at the regional level. Okay,
that was it.
Well,
They were going
congratulations to them. I feel stupid.
So we've got six freshmen that are going to help with the JV obviously numbers, and then I think I see a few of those playing some varsity minutes.
Well, when you have, that's the thing, Kevin. When you have 14 out, you're going to go deep into that JV team to have pit players, to have numbers there, aren't you?
We're going to see some guys playing JV that may not have played a lot of minutes in 8th grade, and that's a great thing. They're getting a ton of experience in that JV level, polishing their skills. And
well, now that you mentioned it, they're at the 8th grade level, they were probably behind some other players that they may catch up to and pass. You never know as a kid grows.
You're exactly right. I hate when kids stop playing at an early age, because you never know when their body's mature and they start filling out, getting stronger, that by their senior year they're going to be able to help. And I think we're in our society's kind of they want gratification right now,
right,
and they want that whatever it may be, but sometimes you just got to put in work, and maybe by junior senior year you're helping out. And that's where I admire these seniors that are there, because Gavin played a lot as a freshman, but those other guys didn't play as freshmen,
right?
But they've stuck it out, they've worked hard, and it's really it's gratifying for me as a coach to know those guys are trusted the system enough and are still there.
And one of the other things to keep in mind also is let's call them fans and parents and friends of the program who see an 8th grade team that was as successful as this 8th grade team. Some of those kids, they might have been successful. Some of those kids might have also matured earlier than other folks.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I played with some kids in grade school, but I played with some kids in grade school basketball who were really good 8th grade players. Didn't even play in high school because they stopped at 8th grade, and it's good. It's good to see kids realize or play through that.
Absolutely.
Work through that.
I think we've all seen the kid that the jokes are that he probably drove the bus.
He drove the bus.
As a junior high kid.
he drove the bus to regional. That's exactly right. Yeah. Well, that's good. And you've got a full schedule, you think?
Yeah, we do. We're excited about it. We've got some new teams. The COVID year was such a messed up year.
I was going to say,
you were supposed to stay in your COVID region to play. So there was the question on where you could schedule outside of tournaments were a no-go. So we had a very condensed schedule that dealt basically with our conference plus a few area teams. So we've added our schedule, added some good teams.
I tell you what, let's do. Let's take another quick break, and we'll come back. We'll talk about the schedule, and I also want to know if anybody's going to beat Woodlawn this year. Okay. But the Woodlawn always the bear of the Midland Trails Conference. That's Kevin Bowen. I'm Bruce Dickey. We'll be back right after this. I'll wrap things up with Kevin. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back in a sec.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Couple early, early.
Huh.
About half.
Well,
actually, till January 4th.
We've got microphone running. Hot
Okay.
mic.
All right, good. I don't think I said anything too.
No, you didn't say anything bad. That's fine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Kevin Bowen is here. He is the Cisne High School boys basketball coach. Kevin, I've always wondered, and I've occasionally found it, but I look at so many different schools and stuff. What is the best way for folks to follow the Running Lions statistically, or to find news about it? Like I know Cisne does not have a Facebook presence, right?
Right.
And the high school does not have a Twitter presence, right?
Right. Correct.
What is the best social media way?
Well,
if somebody wants to learn about a Cisne game, do I need to give your phone number out?
No. We have stuff on WFIW and WNOI, and then our sign. If you drive by the school, typically we're posting things on that.
Are you guys using Max Preps?
We actually do not.
Okay. I didn't know if.
But we do. Towards the end of the year, we have to get them on there for the regionals.
Right.
So it just depends on if the head coach gets it on there.
See,
prior to that.
It's the head coach. All right. So we're blaming the head coach. You need Mr. Hutton to do something like that. Mr. Hutton doesn't do anything.
Yes, you're right. I need to do that. That sounds like a great idea. I'll let him know when I get back.
Yeah, you tell him I said. You tell him I said go ahead and do that. Well, actually, that's the thing. I mean, it's I've thrown some scores in there from from the games that I've done. So I mean because it just kind of keeps folks up to date. Okay, so the season starts. Well, practice has already started. Started Monday.
Correct. Monday for practice.
Practice has already started, and we've already we've already hidden the basketballs, and well, actually, you don't hide the basketballs. When does when do the games? You gonna have a preseason introduction?
We have Meet the Lions on the 17th.
Okay.
Which is Wednesday evening.
Okay.
And cheerleaders
Week from
will
tonight.
perform a little bit. Yeah.
Yep.
And we're looking forward to that. Usually that's pretty rough, but it's a good chance to get kids in front of a crowd, kind of get their game legs in a little bit, maybe work some of the nerves out.
Does that really? Do you really think that helps kids?
I really think it does.
Do you really?
I do.
I gotta tell
think
you,
it's one of the ugliest basketball you're going to watch all year long.
Yeah.
Especially in the smaller schools, just because it's tough to be competitive.
Sure.
And with their
scrimmage.
numbers, right?
Yeah.
So, but I think it does help playing in front of a crowd and kind of get. It just kind of gets some nerves worked out.
I guess so.
That's the way I'm telling you that anyway. I got to go with that.
Are folks bringing cans of pop or something for that?
What we typically do is the local ministerial alliance. We donate canned foods to that. So that's what that'll be again this year.
There you go. So bring a can of food on the 17th. What time does that start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock on Wednesday the 17th. There you go. All right.
And then we open up with Red Hill on the 22nd.
Red Hill kind of struggled last year, didn't they?
You know what? We talked about the COVID year, and they weren't on our schedule, so I didn't follow them. We were typically we play them in the summer. At Flora. Coach Lee Boys has some dates set up, and we went this year, and they didn't play. We played North Clay on that night, and did not play Red Hill.
You would have thought that Red Hill would have come over to play in the summer, especially this year, since since Flora's out of the LIC.
Yeah.
You would have thought this would have been the perfect year for them.
So they didn't. So, I know what they graduated 2 years ago because we played them our last game of the year when I guess it would have been at 20.
Yeah.
So, I can watch film on that, but those guys have graduated last year, so I really don't know what they have, I like to prepare. I
was going to say this must really cut
into
your.
First 3 games are just awful. I mean, they're going to be a nightmare because we can't really prepare. We play in the
tell me about the Niyoga shootout.
Yeah, we're playing.
By the way, hold on before you go. The first game on November 22nd is at Cisne, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. On Friday, November 26th, we play in the Niyoga Thanksgiving Shootout, and we play at 2:30 against Niyoga, and then come back the next day, and we play at 2:30 against, I believe it's Central A&M, and then play again at 5:30 against Arthur Christian.
And tell folks about Central A&M if they don't know.
Central A&M is history. They're a pretty good basketball program.
They're a pretty good basketball
They were in the super sectionals, and I believe they were at that point rated number 1 in the state for 1A back in 20 when they canceled the state tournament. Got beat by Goreville. They're currently still playing in the football playoffs, so
good athletes.
We wish them well.
Wish them to keep playing week after week after week.
So, I think it'll be a good setup for us. We played Red Hill, and then 3 tough games.
See, now I didn't realize till you just were talking about it that you play Arthur Christian in that one.
Yes.
From I guess that's Coles County or Champaign County, wherever Arthur is up there.
I'm not sure.
It's one of the little schools. But so you get a first week basically against teams that you'll not see ever again for the year, will you?
Right. And then that's something that when we got into the Niyoga Shootout a few years ago, that's why we got into it, because we're seeing, we go to the Wayne City tournament where we're going to see some teams we've seen in the regular season, and then our conference tournament, of course. So this allowed us an opportunity to play some people we're not going to play.
How many games in the Wayne City tournament this year?
5, I think.
I think it is 5.
It'd be the 5th one.
There's 10 teams.
Right.
So you play the round robin. And you play the round robin and then the championship day, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sometimes it varies over there, I guess.
And if you, you had to have a certain record to get into that last day.
Yeah.
But now they started playing
they're playing 9th and 10th all the way?
I don't know if they're doing that. I haven't seen a schedule, but I presume they'll play, 7th, 8th.
Yeah.
Get you an extra game in, so.
Well, that's cool. I mean, that's the key, getting the games in and getting the kids action, getting some. What's your other tournament?
It's our conference tournament.
The conference tournament. Yeah. Okay. All right. Who have you been able to pick up that you wouldn't normally see?
We picked up Mount Carmel. and we're going to play them. Picked up Lawrenceville.
See, Mount Carmel last year would have been just very difficult to play.
Well, yes. Yeah, with their size and our size, typically every year we play Mount Carmel, it's difficult to play.
Yeah.
Which is good. I still I'm a believer. If you want to get better, you have to play good competition.
Yeah.
And that may mean you take it on the chin.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. We got Fairfield on schedule also again, so we're excited for that.
That kind of dropped off and then picked them back up, right?
Yes. Yeah. Just the way things worked out,
and
we were able to get them back, and we're glad to have them. It's a close drive for us, and
easy drive, and but like you say, it's another big school.
Absolutely, and they're going to, their coaches, McElway does a great job, and they're gonna be really good this year.
Let's talk a little bit about the MTC. Who is going to be good in the MTC? I didn't realize. I had forgotten that it's been 2 years since Coach Gamber was at Woodlawn. Whenever they had their very talented team. Still, they're still good, but they're not quite as talented as they used to be, right?
Right. They're just a little different. I think may not be as deep as they've been in the past. But they're going to be a good basketball team. I think Wayne City is a returning conference champion. I think they're going to be very tough to handle. They've got a good guard that started for 4 years, and I presume if he hasn't broken the school record on scoring, he's going to be pushing it.
Yeah,
and I don't know what that is.
I was talking with Coach McElravy last week about it, and he said, he's back for his 6th year.
That's those guys that came in and plays a freshman. That's how you feel when your coach gets to. So, and they're going to be a tough team, and Woodlawn will be good again. I think we can. I think we can compete for in those games. So I
that's the thing. You pick up an upset or two, all of a sudden you're looking down from the top of the conference.
Right, and that's where we were last year.
Hopefully
we had a great opportunity to do that, and we kind of fell on our face, but.
Did I see that there's now a co-op? Odin is
Odin Patoka now.
Odin Patoka.
So we played Patoka already, but we lost a game, and that's why we had the open game.
You had Odin. You were going to play Odin,
right?
Yeah,
right. And now since they co-opted, and that was kind of a late co-op, so they made that decision. So we played Patoka already. So. We were able to pick up Fairfield. Fortunately,
I was trying to figure out how the Fairfield now the Patoka, but Patoka still plays in the Connie, right? Or did they get out?
They've been out for a couple years. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I wondered with bringing Odin back then you're who knows with scheduling in the last few years.
Scheduling is a nightmare. And I'm glad I don't have to do
You're
that.
No longer
Adam takes care of that. Yes, Adam takes care of that. So that's wonderful.
Well, I know that we've got you on the schedule several times. I don't have the numbers in front of me, and you're going to be on Wabash Catch TV, and we always appreciate the hospitality you guys send us down there. What about the rest of the conference? Going to be who will be the ones to look out for? Waltonville can have much.
Waltonville, they've got a really good guard. It's a sophomore. He started as a freshman. His name escapes me right now, but I think they returned several players, so I think they're going to be pretty good. Sandoval, I think, will be the coach from Odin. Left,
moved,
and went to Sandoval, and he did a very good. Tyler has done a good job with Odin the past several years, and I think Sandoval, they've got some kids that can play. They just need, I think they're get a little structure, and I think
Grayville's always very tough.
Yeah.
I mean, they always play hard.
They always play extremely hard.
They always play really hard. Well, I tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, we'll have you on TV. I've got about a minute to go here. What am I Illini going to do? You're a Illini fan.
Hopefully win.
Yeah.
Basketball-wise, the football team.
No, we're not talking football, right?
The basketball team. Hopefully they'll have another good year. I'm hopeful of that. Kofi, after he gets back from his 3 games.
3 games.
3 games.
He's missing Marquette. He's missing 2 games. Well, they're supposed to win by 30 for the first game.
Should not be an issue.
Shouldn't be an issue the first couple of games. But then against Marquette, that might be an issue.
Yes, yeah. Who's coaching Marquette?
Shaka.
Oh, that's right.
Shaka left Texas now to go to Marquette.
That's right.
The money's not green enough in Texas?
That seemed like a little bit odd that he left, because I would think that Big 12 job would be a great one.
I would have thought. He might have got a chef. Hey, good luck to you this year.
I appreciate what you guys do coming to dinner games. And,
we're glad to do it.
Getting us out there.
We're glad to do it. Anything we can do. Folks, thanks for watching. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Kevin Bowen. Make sure you go to the Runnin' Lions. Enjoy the games. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.